Well, hello, Eric Martinez. Welcome to the Valder Beebe Show, live from Dallas, Texas. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I am doing very, very well. I'm so glad you're here. You're the current director at large at AAPA, and you're the board of directors. So you've got some great information. I want my audience to know a recent Harris poll survey found that nearly 75% of you Texans are worried about a worker shortage in healthcare. And Eric is here to give us some information. He is the director at large, of the American Academy of Physical Associates. Eric, welcome to the Valder Beebe Show for the first time.
It's nice to be here. Thanks.
How's the worker shortage of concern for us in healthcare in Texas?
So the workforce shortage is definitely having an impact. And just to share a quick personal story with you, I have to get routine eye exams every year. And my last appointment almost took me 6 months to get in. So I know patients are frustrated just with the long wait times. And in fact, 3/4 of Texans surveyed say that the healthcare system just really isn't meeting their needs.
Tell me a little bit of the findings you guys found in this Harris poll survey.
Two big obstacles that patients encounter when they try to access care is one is the rising cost of healthcare, and two is just really long wait times. In fact, 1/3 of Texans say they've been financially strained due to the rising cost of healthcare, and 50% of patients say they've actually skipped or delayed care in the past 2 years. And I work in the emergency department, and unfortunately, that's when I see a lot of patients come to the ER for illnesses that really could have been prevented if they had good access to primary care.
Is there, tell me about the physician associates. How can they alleviate some of these issues with accessing health care?
The PA profession is one of the fastest growing healthcare professions. There's about 168,000 practicing PAs in the US and about 11,000 here in Texas. So the data really overwhelmingly shows that when patients have access to PAs, they have shorter wait times, they actually have better health outcomes.
Is there any obstacles that's going to make the shortage better or more severe that you see?
PA practice laws really kind of vary from state to state. And unfortunately, a lot of these laws are outdated and don't really reflect how healthcare is delivered. For example, again, as I mentioned, I work in the ER. So there are certain medications that I can give you while you're under my care in the emergency department, but I can't actually write a prescription for you to go home with. And sometimes we see patients return to the ER for that. I also recently had an opportunity to go to DC and advocate for some things we're trying to do nationally. And one thing we're trying to do is being added to federal workman's comp insurance. So if you're a federal employee, say you're a border patrol worker or a postal worker, and you came to me after you got injured at home, I could see you and I could treat you. However, if that was an on-the-job injury, again, we're not covered by federal workman's comp, so you wouldn't be allowed to see a PA at that point.
How can we help to make this better for us as the patients? Is there any power in it for us?
So the data, 91% of patients believe that these laws really should be updated in Texas. So when we're putting forth legislation, it would be very helpful if our patients would call their legislators and just let them know about the barriers they face and just tell them your stories.
As a resident in Texas, we've got a whole lot of influx in Texas from different states. Are they experiencing this also? Would they be a voice to help us to make a difference?
Absolutely. I grew up in rural West Texas, so there's some counties in Texas that don't really even have access to any healthcare providers. So, access is really a big issue in Texas, and that's one thing that PAs can help alleviate.
Where can we go and find more information to be more aware of this and know how to talk to our representatives?
PAs truly go beyond for our patients, and I think that's really reflected in this data from the Harris poll. So if you go to aapa.org/patient experience, you can learn more.
Eric Martinez, thank you so very much. I appreciate you.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of The Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to youtube.com/ValderBB Show and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.